Well, here I am. It's me. It's AC Bagel. What's up? You know, something in the news got me in a KOTOR mood. So we're gonna try this mod. I want to see what the fans had in mind. In the background, you hear the KOTOR trailer playing. Yo, Goob, Jacoy. Man, did you? Excuse me, swallowed something. Did you? You have your baby? How's that going? Did everything? How's everybody's health? That happened recently, right? If I got my dates right. In the last month or two? How long has it been since I streamed? Too long. Yeah? Nice. That's great to hear. I hope you're getting a perfect 8 hours of sleep every night. Uninterrupted. Good REM sleep. That is my hope and dream for you. I got my next one coming in March. About like three and a half months away. I am installing this mod right now for the first time. So, give me just a second to get this booted up. I've never even done a gaming stream before. I just was like, I'm going to try it anyways. Why not? Why not see what the peeps are doing? And yes, for everybody who watches back, I know my channel is Mandalorian focused. I posted an update today. Posted on Original Trilogy and on my page. Everybody was very, 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 very kind. Thank you for understanding the delays. Couple technical difficulties, I would say. Mostly though, just real life stuff, work stuff, family stuff. Some of it was a little bit of a bummer. So took away the extra time I would have had, and then when I would try and make time, I'd get on and it would be like could not get my computer to do what it needed to do. So I posted updates about it though. I've got a clean. I'll pull it up. Oops, sorry. I can't even remember my buttons anymore. It's been so long. So I've got a clean, full draft of the movie, right? Rendered out at like a lower resolution, just for speed. Oops. See, look at that. All my settings are messed up. My stream key was disconnected. What do I need? I need my YouTube chat code thing. Boom. There we go. Sleeping in 3 to 4 hour chunks. Getting enough sleep. That's pretty good. That's honestly not bad at all for early months. Cool. Congrats, for real. Yes, my mic volume. I did check that before too. Like, I'm not getting back on the stream and having a mic problem again. Okay, what was I doing? Oh, yes, I was showing. See, I do have a full rendered cut, so this is like what I'm going to be reviewing from and finding bugs, then going into Premiere. Because it's still, even with all the stuff I put in here to the new hard drive, the new SSDs and all, it still takes like 6 or 7 seconds after I press play for it to start playing in the timeline. So, and I have to put it at like 1/8 resolution. So I need some efficient way to watch it and to review it. So I just have this like lower quality render that I'm, looking for little visual bugs. I tried some different setting and it I don't know if I did a frame rate thing wrong, but you get this I don't know if you can tell over stream, but you get this weird halo around people. I don't know what's causing it. You see that, on his finger?
Thank you,
it's
Grief. I need to go back to Yavin, so I'll hold on to it for now.
Let me walk you back to your ship.
So, but yeah, I'm going to be reviewing that hopefully this weekend. But tonight, in honor of the game that defined my life, to be honest, KOTOR. Playing the Revenge of Revan mod. Both your kids have been good sleepers, which is great for you and the wife. That's awesome. I've mostly had all good sleepers too, so fortunate for sure. Okay, so I need to figure out how to install this mod. Steam Revenge of Revan, yes. Select your KOTOR directory path. That looks right. Just gonna do it all for me. Nice and packaged up. Alright, see what happens. And we're just ripping it with this installer. Frame rate related. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know why. Can I see my... Does this have anything in here? I'm not sure. Done? It's 39 seconds to install that. Is that all it takes? Is it done? I launch KOTOR and it's going to be in the mod? Is that what you're telling me? The good old days, Lucas Arts, not Lucasfilm Games. Yeah, that's not normal. Neither is that. So that was like the easiest mod installation of my life. Kind of. I don't have, if there's like widescreen mods or whatever, I don't have any of that on here. Well, might as well get my refresh rate up. Oh, I can handle that. Classic music. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's happening? Can you not see that? Can't see anything. That's so odd. I see that in the preview. And then when I minimize it, you can see my Steam, but then I click the game, and it goes black? What? The crap is that? I've got display capture on. Let me see if I can do like a game capture here. Sure. Let's try this. What the heck is happening? There we go. Whoa, whoa. Okay. Stuff is happening. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Every time I... It's alright. I just gotta resize this, I think. There we go, there we go. Yeah, yeah. We're good. What the? How is this possible? I'm not on that screen anymore. I'm in the main menu. It's like frozen on that one screen now. Like I'm clicking stuff. What is this? And then if I do that, it's just black. Why is it having such a... It should just see my screen. Okay, look. So are you telling me it can't go from screen to screen? What? Just do that, fine. Okay, it looks like it's fine now, I guess. All right, we're ripping it. Interesting. Yeah, I heard there's like aliens. I guess I'll probably roll a sentinel here. Custom. I heard there's like aliens. Oh. We got Chiss involved. We get Johnny. I am not entirely sure what this is supposed to be. This is cool. Volume seems a little loud in my ears, but it's not too loud. Let me just turn my own headphones down. Not sure if that's like it's just like oh wow. He doesn't have the things on. He's just got holes. Well, am I gonna get this in the game or not? Or am I gonna look like a freak of nature? There we go. That's pretty cool. So Mary Allen, a really pale guy. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. The game volume seemed really loud in my ears too. Just turn it down. Of course, everything's separate. It was like really loud in my ears. Is that better? Check 1, 2. The music was bumping. Where were we? We were looking at eyeball holes. That's whack. I don't know what these like pale things are. Okay. What is that thing called? Zeltron? Yep, it's definitely a Zeltron. Is there only... I've only seen males. Did I pick male somewhere? Oh, yeah, okay, that's the screen before, that's right. And then some Twi'leks. Can I be like an Ithorian? I can be a Deveronian, that's kind of cool. Back to the standard. What am I gonna rip? Honestly, kind of feeling a Deveronian. I'm gonna rip this guy. Attributes. The Deveronian. Not gonna be so charismatic. Gonna be quite... Rip some intelligence. How many do I have? I got 18. Okay. Not wise, not charismatic. We'll be pretty intelligent. We'll go skill builder. Can't hit that yet. Let's get my defense up. I'll get a little damage in there too. Vote eyeless? That was freaking me out. No. Should I move this chat box? It's blocking. Dang, even lower on the audio. Huh? I'll do that after. It still feels loud in my ears too. I thought 50% would be enough. Alright. We're gonna be handy. Not so great. We need a little bit. Screw awareness, screw stealth, screw demolitions. Be good at computers, security, repair. Who cares about mines though? I never understood that. I never used them. I never used stealth. I guess, I mean... Persuade's the most useful. What? I have so many skills! Hey, I put too much into intelligence. Well, I guess we're... Oh, green means I can't do it well? I thought green meant I could do it well. How does that make sense? Well, okay. I don't know what else to do. Alright, there we go. Very skilled Deveronian. Cool. See, it's glitching out again. Why is it leaving you on that menu? That's so whack. I'm not on that screen anymore. That's so crazy. I don't understand how it's possibly doing that. Like, I'm racking my brain trying to figure out how that's even possible. Because the mouse is still moving. And here we are again. If I just minimize and bring it back, that's so odd. Alright, we are definitely ripping 2 weapons. Oh, I have 0. I get 1 feet. Okay. Deveronian. Nice crap. I will call myself Ak Bagul. Ak Bagul. Oh my gosh, the menu's frozen again. Hey, what's up, Hardwick? Thanks for joining. This freaking music is so loud. I will answer your question as soon as I can turn this music down. Give me 1 second to get through whatever cutscene is going to start me on, because this is going to blast us over here. Actually, oh, this is going to wreck my screen if I click off. Alright. Sorry, you got to eat it. Nice. Alright. Decades. I like the setup. cool. I like the concept. That makes sense for a post-KOTOR 2 world. Cool. It's a nice custom Corellia. That's really good. Oh, shoot. Did I say that was the ship I was on? One week later. Okay. Sick. Supreme Chancellor, I would like to extend Corellia's sincerest gratitude for the Republic's ongoing collaboration into the Tyrina investigation. Do I need to advance this? Oh, no. He just doesn't. Okay. But I'm afraid this has not been enough. This disaster has claimed the lives of over thousands Corellians, and the loss of Tyrina Station has already impacted shipping on the Corellian run. We need results now. Look at those, like, butts to the left and the right of these soldiers. That's interesting design choice. Your Majesty, what more do you expect? We've had to scale back massively on military spending to keep our Galactic Republic afloat. We simply do not have the means to offer you more than what we've already sent over. Hey, I appreciate financial responsibility. It's true. And there goes a game freaking locking up on that screen. Alright, I'm going to crash out. And it just, I don't know, it hitches on OBS for some reason. Need I remind you which planet covered the initial cost of the restoration project? Without us, the planet Telos would never have been more habitable again. We helped the Republic in its time of need, and now we ask for the Republic to repay the favor. I mean, fair. How much taxes are you paying into the Republic? You probably expect some support. There's a good political debate going on here. General Shabayev makes a valid argument, says young Kreia model. Corellia has already received the best men and equipment we could offer in such short notice. What more could we possibly provide? True. Are these guys trying to, like, take the Republic for all it's worth? Both correct. Men and equipment won't make us any faster. That's why I'm formally requesting the intervention of the Jedi Order. Nice. Achbago, Jedi Sentinel, will arrive, I assume. The Jedi? I trust you have good reasons to make such a request. Chancellor, I must object. If you put a Jedi at the center of this investigation, they could discover the true nature behind your involvement with the CEC. We just throwing that out there right now? CEC, Corellian Engineering Corps? I don't know what that is. And what of the alternative? We built Tyrina to better facilitate trade with the greater galaxy and to deter smugglers. It's clear that the Tyrina disaster was no accident. This was a targeted attack. That's likely. That's a likely story. Vinicius, hello. I will answer your questions as soon as this conversation ends. For the sake of not only Corellia, but for the Republic and the galaxy as a whole, we must uncover the truth behind this disaster. And I have every faith that the Jedi Knight, Quandrayan, is the one to do that. Excuse me? What about Jedi Sentinel Akbagal? Who is this Quandrayan? He's an old ally of the Corellians. I would like to see him one last time. This is sounding suspicious. I don't like something about this. I can't tell which one of these people are the bad guy. This is a dangerous gamble you're proposing, but it appears we have little choice. If this what the Senator believes is true, then the very fate of the Republic could be at stake here, with no period. How's the fate of the Republic at stake from one station exploding? So there's like a massive scandal. I shall have my vice chair forward the request to the Jedi Council. You should expect the Jedi to arrive within the next rotation. What, Quandrayan? Who's this Quandrayan? Sounds suspicious to request a specific Jedi. That's all I'm saying. Oh, and I didn't even get to read that. Hey, there we go. Looking shredded. Instantly do another conversation. I've been in a coma. All right, I'm gonna take a quick pause and answer these questions. Oops, I might as well. Okay, Hardwick, you've been busy lately, so you haven't checked in on your Way of Mandalore project in a while. Have I finished it? No, it's very, very, very close. I was showing earlier in the stream. If you jump back, I'm going through like. I've got the whole movie cut out. I have to do like one more pass, change a few things in and out, and then make sure I get a clean render. And then I'll send that as a demo to a few editors, and I'm sure I'll get 100 more suggestions. So that's where we're at. It's very close. I had technical difficulties. I had life difficulties, and it pushed back when I wanted to release this, but here it is. And yes, I'm playing this game tonight instead of working on it. I got hyped for Fate of the Old Republic announcement. OBS still gives us the mouse cursor. Yeah, that I don't understand that. That is very odd. When I'm doing a display capture, I don't understand how that's possible. My mind can't fathom that. Hi, I really like your edits. Vinicius, thank you for joining. Sorry it took me so long to get to this question. We have talked before in the OT forum. Yep, I remember your name, even in PM recently. What is the next edit after the Mandalorian one? I am definitely going to deliver the next chapter of Star Wars Supernatural Encounters, though I have been doing work on that just over the months. I've been working on this next chapter for like 6 months, just here and there. So that video will come out, and that's like going to be a 50 to 60 minute, like, it's a Star Wars AI short film type thing, novel adaptation of the Supernatural Encounters book. So that will be the next thing I finish up. And then I haven't really landed on what my next big like Star Wars editing project is going to be. I have floated the idea of, hey, I want to run this tournament and see what the people want. I've got passion for a few different projects. I don't want to do something I'm not passionate about. So I've made sure to just put the things on the tournament that I think I could do a good job of. But honestly, like, whatever I start early next year, I'm not going to finish before Mandalorian Grogu comes out in May. And then that's probably going to, as soon as that comes out on Blu-ray, that's going to leapfrog. That's going to leapfrog whatever project I am currently working on. So Ahsoka intrigues me the most, to be honest. Just with season 2 coming. But I would probably want to just wait for season 2 at that point. So we'll see. I haven't decided. Is there something you would like specifically, Vinicius? Super skeptical about KOTOR. I don't think they have any game yet. They're desperate to build some kind of Star Wars game. Yeah, this game isn't coming out until if Disney gives them a lot of money to get the right people hired and like a ton of money to speed this up, earliest you're looking at is 2029. And I don't think Disney wants to take such a risk on this type of thing anyway, so you're probably looking around 2030, to be honest. So I think I am on the crew that thinks we will get the KOTOR remake. I would expect KOTOR 1 remake 2027, KOTOR probably 29. That would be my prediction as of today. Maybe that's a little optimistic, but I've read like everything you can possibly read about both of those projects, and that's where I land. I also think 100% Star Wars is spot on about it, that it's a teaser to get workers because the studio's so new, which it isn't. Oh yeah, no, the studio was formed like over the summer. You go to their job postings, they're trying to hire like 40 people right now. There's no game. There's nothing. There's like a concept of a story that Casey Hudson, I'm sure, has written like a first draft of what the game should be, the game's goals, but there's no game. There's nothing even close to resembling a game. It will be a full year before they actually start like building out levels in the engine. KOTOR is canon or not? They haven't said. I think they're going to keep it vague enough. You know, they might say KOTOR is canon, and then in KOTOR I would expect Easter eggs and lore bits referring to KOTOR 1, 2, and SWTOR, where they will technically at that point, I guess, canonize certain events, but it's not going to be so granular as to say, like, hey, KOTOR 1, 2, and SWTOR are added into Disney canon. I think the game will be canon, and it will loosely reference events of the games and somewhat canonize, because Disney wants to be very, very flexible with this whole KOTOR Old Republic era for future movies, shows, games. They don't know what they want to do yet, so they don't want to lock themselves into anything. I wouldn't be surprised. I could see the KOTOR remake going either way. Them saying, hey, we've adapted it to bring it into canon. Or they could just say, hey, this is still a legend story. Not sure what they want to do with that. I need to watch that. I love 100% Star Wars. So I haven't watched his reaction video about it yet, or his breakdown. I will watch that probably tomorrow. I think we'll see some KOTOR remake news next year. That's what I would expect. It's over at like Madhead Studio now, right? All right, back in the game. Here's Akbagel. I'm awake. I've been in a coma for several days. Oh, was I on the station or something? How in space did I end up here? What are you talking about? How in space did I? Where are they? Your head must have took quite the beating. You were in a combat training duel. Oh, I was wrong. With Padawan Zion, and you performed a critical strike and overpowered my stance? That's embarrassing. Fortunately for you, the energy suppression field had malfunctioned, and that resulted in him knocking me unconscious and sending me into a freaking coma? My goodness, what kind of sparring is this? So that wasn't his fault. I thought Andon was cheating, or used my intelligence to say the energy suppression field malfunctioned. Oh, how am I still alive? I mean, that's a good question. If you get hit so hard in the head you're in a coma. Do not make use of lightsabers. Instead, they use non-lethal electro blade sabers to ensure max. Well, I think I would have known what I was training with, right? So now I've seen like I was clearly injured in that duel. You have detected frustration. Master Yunless has made critical comments regarding my anger management. Oh, I am a Devaronian. I got a little bit of devil in me. If he has a problem, you know what? That's true. Say it to my face. He was going to, but lucky for you, Master Drayan convinced him otherwise. Who this freaking Master Drayan? Who is this guy? What does he want? I know who he is. He's a loser. Drayan has informed me that he intends to stop by this medical ward later to go over the study material he gave you regarding the exile in Revan. Interesting. Oh, we have over 50 player heads. Yes, I understand that. We've already gone through character creation. Is that just like making sure we know in case we want to start over and pick an alien? Decide whether or not your selected species will affect your stats if you chose. What? I didn't see this at all. Or is it saying I'm about to do that right now? This is a cool mechanic. Alright, let's go. Move along. I'm scared to click. Okay, as a Devaronian, I gain strength and stupidity. Bodies that are dense. and I can intimidate NPCs. These air only male Deveronians. Females might be added in the future. Well, good thing I chose a male then. Absolutely! Now tell me more, actually. They will notice my species and treat me differently. This is cool. Advantages and disadvantages. Humans will be discriminated against by aliens, and aliens will have advantages that humans don't have. This gives me a reason to replay. Many of the aliens I chose were not present in 1 or 2 as NPCs. Cool. That means no free foresight power for Mir Lucas, no emotion reading for Zeltrons, Very nice. Alright, wow, hey. Lore is lore. It will affect my stats. Find my Jedi robe in the storage... What? Okay, you put my robe on? I noticed your friend... Just... it's moving. He's talking so fast all of a sudden. Your friend displayed much discomfort when the duel was brought up. Oh, do you mean Liana? Liana RL, your personal records, the two of you have been close friends since the start of your Jedi training. Liana is listed as one of the observers to your duel and was the first to come to your aid after the accident, according to the report. I can only say that, but I don't know why that doesn't sound right. Oh, you can't comment. Unauthorized. Who messed with your programming? Oh my god! See, that's why I don't like to skip. I don't know what I said. It goes against their personal beliefs and specific opinions might grow to distrust you. See, whenever I click, I'm like, I do it a split second after it ends, and then boom. I'm a guardian of peace, so the slogan goes, while we have the Jedi's pivotal to strive the path of the light. I strive for balance. Okay, the lightsaber of Andon Zion was misplaced with mine? Alright, now I pick my color crystal. Blue, yellow, or green? Well, I want 2 lightsabers, to be honest. Yeah, this mod's got some cool features, for sure. For some reason, I'm just feeling green with this guy. I just am. Afraid you'll have to place it back into my lightsaber. Master Bell was inspecting my lightsaber yesterday when he was recalled to the Jedi Enclave on Dantooine. Returning the focusing crystal was the only task he left incomplete. Sorry, Padawan. The medical ward sensors have detected Master Drayan approaching. He must be here to see you. Alright, let's face this man. I'll get this crystal back into my lightsaber. It sounds like my lightsaber's on right now. I know yellow's the classic Sentinel, but... You know, I'm a rebel. Yup. I don't think I have any other items. Oh, I got a determination crystal. Alright. Rock the determination crystal. Gives me some Shicho. I don't think I have anything else. Beautiful music, man. Well, there he is. Face to face. Greetings, my dear Padawan. I trust that you have recovered. Is he like my direct master? Indeed I have, Master. Was this Master Drayan or Bell? What? Alright, how was your trip to Dantooine? It was quite resourceful, my Padawan. Master Disra has done a tremendous service with his restoration of the old enclave there. It may be very well a training ground for young Jedi again. Speaking of which, is it time to train me? Council is pleased with how I've handled my training. In fact, depending on the outcome of my next mission, it's possible I could begin my knighthood trials. Or my knighthood trials. I'm scared to click. I don't want to click and skip something again. but it doesn't help that I can't hear where he is. I'm not going to be that whiny Jedi. Thank you for helping me advance this far. Chuckles, I'm merely a teacher. It is your will to follow the Jedi ways that has enabled you to learn and grow as you have. However, you must always remember, remain humble, even when tempted with riches or power, and allow the Jedi Code to guide you. Thank you. Revenge of Revan comes in two modes, canon and non-canon. Canon will adhere to the events of the Revan novel, whilst non-canon shall deviate from that novel to give me an authentic KOTOR 3 experience. Non-canon will see Revan appear as a major character and conclude the KOTOR trilogy. Canon won't have that and will instead act as a bridge between 2 and SWTOR. That's tough. Do note, elements of SWTOR will still be used in non-canon. Characters like Vitiate and the Hutt Cartel may still be referenced. That's cool. And in canon, only very specific paths chosen by Revan, the exile on my player would lead to the actual events of SWTOR. Despite the Revan novel being canon, you still have the freedom to decide the fate of the galaxy as you wish. Canon or non-canon? That's a good question. I mean, I am playing this to see what the vision for KOTOR 3 would have been if it got a genuine trilogy. So I'm going to hit non-canon here and see what their actual vision for the story would have been. I'm fine with Revan not following the events of the Revan novel, which is one of my least favorite Star Wars novels ever. Now then, on to your latest study material. Over the course of your long history, the Order has known countless Jedi. The only two are of interest to me right now. First, tell me what you know of the Jedi Knight Revan. Oh, this is where I'm going to set his stuff. Alright, I will be right back. I gotta go take a pee. Alright, I'm back. Boom. Took me a little longer. My wife made some sourdough bread, and it is fire. I'm loving the episode 2 parallels story-wise so far. Yeah, I can see that. I didn't cross my mind, but now that you say it, I can see that. Okay, this is a controversial take. The best Revan arc is Dark Side ending KOTOR 1, Light Side ending KOTOR 2. KOTOR 3 should have been like kind of like a parallel of Vader. This like deathbed type of redemption thing. I think that would have been phenomenal. That's how I always played it out. I know Light Side ending is EU canon. My way's better. So my Revan, he gets so angry when he finds out the Jedi betrayed him. He doesn't have this instant forgiveness. Doesn't seem in character to Revan in general to me. And I think it makes a whole better character arc for a trilogy to have him come back in 3. So I kind of want to see what they would do with the Dark Revan. Are they going to make him... If they just make him, like, evil for the sake of evil, not good. If they can give him some nuance in this mod, then yeah. So, Revan betrayed the Jedi Order a second time after they betrayed him. Let's put a clarification there. And he almost destroyed the Republic. This is true. My knowledge is admirable. The story of Revan serves a warning for our new Jedi Order. Once you take those first steps down the dark path, forever it will dominate your destiny. No! What did I say? Revan might have said the same thing about Exar Kun, and if you aren't careful, future Jedi could say the same about me. I must always be diligent. Son of a gun. This, I can't click. If I click at any time, it instant picks my dialogue. Okay. I gotta see what I said, people. I'm invested in this. I gotta figure this out. So we are going to... Okay. We're going to nail this. We're going to nail this. This might take a few tries. I almost got it. Get this out of here. That's distracting me right now. This is hard. Oh, my gosh, dang it. I was so close. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna get this. Yes! Okay, Revan was a man or Revan was a woman? Good. Okay, my Revan was a man. It's hard to believe a man like Revan could have ever been a Jedi. So that's what I picked. And Revan might have said the same thing about Exar Kun, and if you aren't careful, future Jedi could say the same about you. You must always be vigilant. Vigilant. Okay, good. Now tell me what I learned about the Exile. Interesting. I liked it. This mod is sick. I gotta stop clicking, apparently. I'm messing stuff up. Alright. Gotta lock in. Yeah, non-canon is the way to go. Hardwick asks, are you interested in editing any non-Disney Star Wars movies or shows? Non-Disney shows. What would a non-Disney show be? Like early Clone Wars? I don't know what that would be. So on like these were the things I was considering. I think, yeah, the Phantom Menace and Clone Wars would be my go-tos, I think, for a non-Disney movie. Non-Disney Star Wars movie. Yeah, I mean, that would be my default. Would be one of those two. But I think I could do good stuff with all of these. I really do. That one, maybe not. That would be a pretty minor edit for this one, but I'm willing to tackle the Taleses. So, yeah, good question. Okay, all right. We're back. Tell me what I've learned about the Exile. Yes, the Exile fought the Sith and went on to rebuild the Jedi Order. Wonderful story. Oh, we're... Okay. Despite facing countless enemies, the Jedi Exile was determined to reunite our Order and defend the Republic from the threat of the Sith. If only they were still here. They being the Exile, I assume. Now I'm going to pick their gender. I can't click. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this again. However long they take is how long they take. The Exile was a woman, but she couldn't have done it without the friends she made along the way, or he couldn't have done it. This one I'm torn on. Here's why. Here's why. I definitely lean female. I think like the mother-daughter relationship between Kreia, Exile, not biological, but like this mentorship, this mother figure, this matriarchal figure in her life, I think works better than the male. It feels, when you play as a male, Kreia feels like a lot more condescending and abrasive. When you go at it through the perspective of a female, it seems like a little bit more endearing and believable that you could be influenced by Kreia. So I like that aspect. The only thing that makes me lean male at all for the Exile is I like leaning very heavy into the PTSD side of things. Which it still can work very well for a female. I think it's kind of interesting now that I'm talking it through. I would, yeah. I mean, it's definitely female for me, but the classic trope is like, the male soldier dealing with PTSD, and to see that in Star Wars played out is cool. Though I think it would be actually very, very cool to see that from a female perspective as well. A very talented Jedi female that went through a horrible war and has deep spiritual and emotional scars. I like the relationship between a male and the handmaiden, though to make up for that, the female romance and tension between Exile and Atten is unbeatable. So yeah, woman is where I would lean. But I have seen, I've read like fan fictions and other stuff about KOTOR too, and both work very well. I think Revan works best as a male. Exile can go either way, but I would say it is more interesting as a woman. That's my opinion. I went to see a prequel extended edit using the novels for ideas. See, I've had that thought too. I'm not willing to tackle it because I don't think, I mean, in my mind, you would need to like bring some of those deleted scenes to life through something, and that at this point would be AI, and I don't think it's at the point where it's believable yet. So I would say that's a few years away, but I think, yes, great idea. Make the long extended cuts, kind of like Lord of the Rings, make the extended cuts of the Star Wars films using all of the scenes from the novels, which they're very well written. You know, there's extra tidbits and side scenes in there that would be very cool to see brought to the big screen. I'm not willing to do that yet. If you have any other ideas on how you could make that happen, I'd love to see your take on it for sure. It's a great idea. I'm not convinced that anything of worth could be made from Rings of Power. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing for, like, The Witcher. It's like the holes in it are so glaring. Even the best restoration is still going to feel hollow. And that's the same way for Rings of Power. So I read the Silmarillion for the first time. I haven't read the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So I went Hobbit, then Silmarillion, and now I'm rereading Hobbit right now, and then I'm going to read the trilogy. But I read Silmarillion and some of, like, the unfinished tales of Tolkien, and then I watched Rings of Power right after it, and Rings of Power was disgusting compared to what I just read. Disgusting. Like, you're nearing... It's not as disrespectful as, you know, the sequel trilogy was to the EU, but it was bad. It was very bad. The only thing that was decent in there was, I mean, I thought Elrond did a good job for what he was given. I know they did his, like, character events and timelines are just non-existent in that show. And then they, like, started to scratch the surface of, you know, Anatar is like a professional gaslighter. They had a couple scenes where it was good, but then, you know, they mess up the timeline so bad. It's just, it's hopeless. So I understand that. Good series for the bin. That's a good way to put it. Like female exile the vest to someone who always plays male. Yeah, when I was a kid playing these games, I would always play male on both. As I grew older and was like, let's see it from a different angle, and I started studying storytelling more, getting a passion for storytelling. I played through as a female. I was like, shoot, that was cool. So yes, she's going to be a female here in my play. That's true. Now I'm afraid I have to attend to something. Please stay here. I'll be back shortly. And here we are. And here we are. PC's Deveronian's hide item. This is cool, man. I haven't played original KOTOR in so long. Is this wanker okay? This just feels good. I actually usually... I haven't played on keyboard and mouse in a long time on this. I normally do like the controller mods, so I'm getting used to how this feels. Alright, medical droid, you got anything else for me? You should leave now. I'll contact you for your next medical appointment. Alright. Is this my... I'm not gonna have anything. I have no chemicals. I got nothing, so... let's take a look at some of this. And actually, while we're here... pull this down a little bit more. Doesn't even feel like it did that much in my ears. Is that better? Should I go even more? The music is just loud. It's beautiful, but it's loud. Alright, what am I working with? A Padawan robe that gives me 1 defense. Got nothing anywhere, so this doesn't let you start with anything. And I need a second lightsaber ASAP. Sensitive, thank you. I got 6 more points? Goodness gracious. I mean, what else am I going to do? One stealth, I guess? Some powers. Force aura. Like, what is the point of this? This is one of the most pointless powers in this game. When am I going to be running around without a lightsaber? You know, I'm confident in my combat abilities to start, so we're gonna just get some effect mind, get a little mind trick in here. Could be useful. Okay, so there I am. I'm pretty neutral. Yep, those are my skills. That's my party, which I have none of. Yeah. Just get rid of all these tutorial things. I swear it does nothing. Trayan's teachings. He reviewed my studies. He did do that. And my map. Get me a save. Alright. Let's get out of here. Oh, there's my friend. Liana. You're finally awake. Is that a... And at the right time, I just got some news to share with you. Is that a Bastila model with, like, red hair? I got some news to share with you. You passed the trials? I passed the trials! My knighting ceremony was yesterday. I'm now officially a Jedi Knight. Well, congrats, Liana. I'm not. I couldn't have done it without you. If it weren't for your help, I never would have passed. Thank you. Well, I've found my romance. Childhood friends? Come on, this is like destiny. Goodness, you can just be a dick. I guess that means a celebration is in order, right? Wink. You know, that isn't a bad idea. I can reserve a box for us at the Coruscant Opera. It'll be so much fun. Please do. Sounds great. I'm in. It's a date. I mean, anyway, now that I'm a Jedi Knight, I can repay the favor by helping you pass your trials too. How's that sound? Yeah? I'm down. With you and Master Drain at my side, trials will be a piece of cake. Should probably talk to my master first. I'm ready to go. Are you still certain that he is the best person to guide you? Many of the other Jedi think he's unorthodox, like he's a maverick. I'm about that, though. I'm not a goody two-shoe, dogmatic Jedi. I get stuff done. In fact, I think you should speak with him, make him see the error of who you ways. How is he ever going to join the council if he keeps going against the teachings of our order? You know, he's not a political player. He does what he feels is right. Certainly, you see how his behavior doesn't benefit our order. Right? I don't know the context of this. Like, what's he doing? It's hard to speak. Okay, well, I got some options here. He knows what he is doing. You should be more mindful of your own thoughts, Liana. Well, that's, like, aggressive. I've spoke with him multiple times on this topic with no success. I think it's best that we just leave it. Well, I kind of support him from what you're saying. You need to understand that there's more to being a Jedi than ranks and positions. Heck yeah, that's what I'm going to say. As long as he gives me more power, then I will embrace it. That's just, like, creepy dark. So we're going to rip this one. Perhaps, perhaps not. Dran defying the will of the council is no different than a Padawan defying their master. Valid logic. Can't argue that. Many great Jedi have fallen to the dark side by exploring the unknowns. I just don't want his research to put you in... Beeping. Can you hear me? Hello, Padawan. And is that Padawan Liana? Wait, oh, you're no longer a Padawan. I'll get to your message in a second, Hardwick. Greetings, Master. I don't mean to interrupt your meeting with Liana, but the Council has requested your presence. I'll be waiting outside the Council chamber elevator. Is she going to join my party? Can I take her lightsaber? Because I need to. Okay. Hardwick says, generating whole prequel novelization scenes with AI would be very difficult at this time. I'm having a hard time getting one particular shot for my Dracula edit to look good enough to be usable. I got a good shot of Dracula crumbling to dust, some good Quincy shots, but the one of Jonathan and Mina hugging just never looks right. Trying to perfect it for weeks. Ah, that's frustrating. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's why I'm not tackling that type of actual novelization. Like, the AI shots that I've used in my Mandalore film are more like camera angles. So I like have one of, I needed it to pan down from the sky, a dark Tatooine sky, to a desert landscape, right? It can handle that and make that look very, very believable like a camera, because there's no like human movement and stuff. I've had it like extend explosions. The most movement I tried to do with it, and it did accomplish what I needed, is a very far shot of Din walking away from the camera, and I just needed him to take a few more steps, because I had masked him out of another scene and put him in this scene, and I needed him to walk forward, and it did the trick. It still doesn't look movie quality, but it doesn't look like ugh either. It's not even like the motion is decent, but some of like the lighting stuff, like his armor doesn't like reflect as I think it should. But we're getting there, and eventually, dude, this stuff is moving at light speed. How fast this AI tech is moving! If you saw what OpenAI, the deal they just struck with Disney, give it a few years. In 5 years, I think you will be able to go into like The Last Jedi, highlight Snoke, upload a model of Plagueis, and say replace this character with this character and make him say XYZ, and it will do it. So that's where we will be in 3 to 5 years. And this stuff is being hosted on these massive server farms, so it's not even like you're not going to be doing this stuff locally. You'll have to have subscriptions to everything, of course, but that's where it's going. That is where it's going. It's crazy. And I remember you working on that Dracula shot. I know I was trying to do it. This was like a year ago, wasn't it, when you first started that? Because I was trying to do it on Kling for you, and it kept blocking, saying this is too graphic. I don't know if there are some that have like lessened their restrictions. If there's another shot you want me to work on, I've got access to more software with my company now, so I'm willing to give something a shot with. I have access to like all the AI models out there, so yeah, if there's something you want me to try. It's been a while since that first attempt, so stuff has changed a lot, so let me know. Hugs are still weird. I don't know if I could get a perfect looking hug, but I'm willing to try maybe a model that you haven't been able to try yet. If all goes well, she'll take yours. Oh shoot! Group's got game. I'm dabbling in VFX to see what I can pull off. Not good yet, though. Oh, really? Trying to do that. What's up, Shoya? Sukui? Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, I get... Look, I will always acknowledge all of the downsides of AI. Okay? Like, there are going to be downsides. Yes, it's bad for the environment. These massive data farms, it's wrecking the energy. They're putting taxation costs on like random neighborhoods around these like AI server farms. That sucks. It's all getting subsidized, at least here in the US. I don't know how it is in other countries right now, but they're building these massive data centers and then just like increasing energy costs through the government controlled energy companies. It's whack. It's bad. It's bad for everything, economically. But to me, it's like it's so beyond inevitable that that's where everything is going. Especially me in the advertising content creation world, my only option, AI itself isn't going to take my job, but somebody who knows how to use AI better than me is, and that guy will take 5 of our jobs that don't know how to use it. So, it's just like any other tech development. It's the job market will shrink. It won't disappear though, because there's still got to be somebody in control of the AI and guiding the creative direction of it. So I'm just like, yeah, it's coming. I want to learn it as good as anybody else out there, so I can stay on top of things and provide for my family and tell the stories I want to tell. To be honest, I'm quite excited for the storytelling potential. That's not me ignoring the downsides of AI. It's going to screw people over. I have empathy for that. It's bad for a lot of things, but it's coming. It's not going away, and there will be amazing advancements in it that I think will benefit art, as strange as that sounds, but having the ability for us 4 people in the chat can sit around and work on a short film for 6 months and make something look Hollywood level. And that's kind of the magic of what George did, was just like, let me just grab a crew and let me just make something. And that AI gives people without a lot of wealth the ability to do that, whereas now creative power is held by the elite. You can certainly tell good stories on a low budget, but you're not going to get the visual quality, which is the beauty of art. It is showing something visually that like shocks and awes people. And it's just a fact that a very low budget thing, it's not going to have the same emotional weight it would if you had another couple $1 million into it. You can get the lighting, the VFX, all that, good actors. You can still tell good stories on small budgets for sure, but it would be better with a big budget if you would do that same thing. So that's what I'm excited about, and I'm trying to focus on the positives of it, because there is no stopping the AI train. I see people dragging their feet trying to grasp on it to... Guys, it's coming. Nobody's resistance is going to stop this. Do what you got to do to, morally, if you're opposed, I get it. But if you want to participate in the industry of the world and the entertainment industry, you have no choice at this point. It's coming. All right, rant over. Good question or comment. My biggest problem with it is where it sources the data from. The other problems can be sorted out, even if it's not. Or just mean like the plagiarism aspect. It is copying everything that's out there. Here's a little thought experiment. I'm going to do this thought experiment on the voice AI side of things, which I have used extensively in my Mandalorian project. So, say I spend decades studying James Earl Jones and his performance of Darth Vader, I dedicate my life to becoming a perfect impressionist, and I do so where audibly it is indistinguishable from the real thing. I have perfected the exact tone and everything of James Earl Jones. Right? People will say, "Wow, that's amazing skill. That's respect for him. Very cool. Great job." And I agree. That is very, very skilled and could be an artistically admirable thing to pursue. You wouldn't say it's stealing James's voice, even if it is 100% identical and indistinguishable from James. If a human could do it, it would be it wouldn't be like culturally unaccepted. It would be considered impressive. Now consider this. Now I take my impression and I train an AI model off of my impression. That's perfect. So that model's out there. But that still took me decades to master and then build a model off of my own voice. But if I'm using that AI model at that point, people aren't going to have qualms about it. Result is the exact same. Voice is the exact same as Jones, as my own voice impression. Now, if I skip those decades and instead train the model off of James's actual voice, and I use that, and I make a model, in all of these different scenarios, you have the exact same result. And in all of them, I don't think anything was taken away from James. Nothing was like stolen from his family or his estate, because you can reproduce all of the exact identical things in all three of those scenarios I gave. And so it's like, maybe I understand like the ethical concerns of like, okay, even if the result is the same, the method of which it was attained isn't. I get that concern, but at the end of the day, a 100% indistinguishable replication of James's voice is made. And in all three of those situations, James wouldn't have profited anyways. No one's stealing his identity by making an impression of him. And so in that case, I'm just like, the AI is simply something that speeds up the process. I am writing, this sort of simulated neural network of learning, but AI, and my brain would take decades to do it. And training and money and time, AI can do it in a minute. And you've got the exact same result either way. In both cases, nothing was taken away from James that would have caused him to profit. So that's kind of how I view that, and I view that across the board with AI and stuff. It's inspiration. If I want to get very good at painting and study the Mona Lisa and make a perfect replication, technically I could do it. Though AI is simply just, I see it as a combination of human brains that learns things way, way, way faster than we can, because our biological brains learn slowly. We can build things with those that can learn quickly, though. So as long as you're not in like, I think the plagiarism comes when you start like taking somebody's identity and like saying, I am him. Like, I'm replicating this guy's work and then claiming to be him. But if you are claiming, hey, this is an inspiration, technically if you put stuff out there in the public, people can see it and make sketches of it and be inspired by it and use things by it. So I keep ranting if I go on, but that's kind of how I work through it in my brain. I think it was Runway that refused to process the Dracula shot. Okay, I've been using mostly Kling through Higgsfield. Cool. In conjunction with Nano Banana. Well, you're on like one of the best workflows out there. So if you have all that already, I'm not sure what else I could do. I did have to censor that Dracula headshot by painting out the blood in it in Photoshop before Nano Banana would edit it. Then I was able to add it back in Photoshop, then put Inkling. Yeah, you got the workflow down. You're doing good. Ryan Golden does a perfect job. Yes, he's one of the best out there. Absolutely. I definitely use it anyway, and it is a minimal problem, just my biggest with it. I view it as the same type of innovation as a calculator, another worthy tool. Yeah, I think there's so many parallels you could put onto it, but at the end of the day, it's unstoppable. It's here to stay, and I want to learn it better than the next guy who's coming for my job. So be it. All right, I'll be there shortly, Master Drayan. As soon as I stop ranting about AI. Farewell, and may the Force be with you. Ultimately, published art belongs to the people, even if the law disagrees. Yeah, yes. These are issues that I think should cause society to really look at the law. I don't agree with everything to do with patenting and ownership of ideas or styles and such. I think we've gotten out of control with that, and big corporate world is just trying to milk every dollar they can off everything they can. Greed has overtaken the world economy. In a way, there's always been greed in the world, but it is at unprecedented levels through corporations. There's no more communal. We have to do this to survive. We have all of our basic needs so covered in the vast majority of the world that you don't have that communal need to actually share things with people, and so it's just become generally a hoarding culture. How do I make more and more and more and more and more? An example of that is was it the Nemesis system that was developed for the Lord of the Rings Shadow of Mordor and War games. That thing has been patented. That system inside of a video game, they got a patent on, and no one else can use it. That idea of having dynamic skill-based enemies that make reappearances and have this ranking system. I don't understand how you can patent that. That's just an artist should be able to look at that and be inspired by it, improve upon it, and do something else. But it's become so corrupt with this money-making industry that, you got in right with the right government official. Well, yeah, I can get that judge to give you a patent. He owes me. And then they get a patent, and now they own that idea. That's whack to me. So that's why I say, I hope with AI we start just taking a look at the law, what intellectual property and ownership looks like. I want to respect and protect artists, but also understand that artists will have to adapt as this technology is out there. They will have to learn how to profit in a new world and take care of their families, and if that's what they want to do with their lives and careers. So, anyways, may the Force be with you. Make the Nemesis system public domain. Yeah, what now? Netflix owns the Nemesis system. Isn't that whack? That's ridiculous. Netflix owns the Nemesis system. Come on. Depending on the person doing the imitation and the celebrity being imitated, some celebrity voices can be very easy to appear low impression easily, for example. Yeah, some are more unique and harder to reproduce, for sure. Alright, Liana, my darling. Well, you should head off now. Drain won't be happy. We're supposed to meet him outside the council chambers or something? Seems like a pretty big map. This is the Dantooine Enclave. Kyle! There's a face I wasn't expecting to see. It's been a while. That's some nice armor. They got like the Jedi armor rocking in this mod. You're right about that. You didn't stick around for long. Let's see. Welcome back. I'm not gonna be sassy to him. I haven't seen you since the council sent you to Telos. Welcome back, Kyle. It's good to be back. I've been assisting the Republic's diplomatic efforts with the Outer Rim, especially now that the Republic has started to recover from the war with Malik. Yep. Continue, please. I don't want to click. Netflix, the famous game dev studio. They do have games like on Netflix now, like Oxenfree is on there. It's one of those like side-scroller story-based games that started on PC. They do have games on Netflix, so there's a lot of money in the gaming industry. Better implement the Nemesis system into Netflix itself. Okay. Let's hope our combined efforts will restore the Jedi to their place as peacekeepers, or I don't like how we're getting involved with galactic politics so soon after the war. The Republic's diplomatic efforts. I mean, if the Republic requests a Jedi intervention, Jedi can do incredible things. I don't consider like support, like that's what a Jedi is supposed. What else are you supposed to do with your talents? Like sit in the temple and meditate and achieve inner peace for the heck of it? Like, if you want to make an impact for good in the galaxy, you have to work inside the systems, which are politics. So you got to be wary about not becoming a pawn of politics. And is if you touch politics, the danger is there. I get it. But there is a way to do it right and to keep your soul intact inside of politics. You just will have to sacrifice. And you did not see that happen in the prequel trilogy. They got manipulated and dragged around, and yeah. But I'm cool with us being peacekeepers. Exactly. The galaxy's entered a new age. Peace, reconstruction, healing. By helping the Republic at this critical stage, our actions today can influence the public perception of the Jedi and our order. Alright. I'm not too concerned about that. I just want to do what's right. I hope it doesn't lead to more problems for our order. Yeah, that's a good hope to have. Anyway, we're supposed to rendezvous with Captain Glenn in the Republic hangar bay. We'll be escorting Representative Moza back to Duros. Cool. Dang, it's already midnight here? What the crap? I must get going now. Oh, alright. Some lines go by so fast and some don't. Alright. And he's gone. Alright, he went to the hangar. When I play video games, I am like a 100% freak. So I explore every corner of everything. If I feel like I'm about to head into a main area, I'm like, nope, 180, get me away from that until I've seen everything else. Temple security officer. I'm on Corellia too, is that right?
I'm afraid this door is locked down. It might be a while before I can fix it.
Why does this guy get a voice and nobody else does? Temple security officer gets a voice, but none of the main characters do? Yeah, that's a good boy. Okay. Looks like we're going this way. See, I'm glad I explored that. A little dead end. Uh-oh. Did my screen freeze again? Come on. Looks like it's lagging right there. Alright, we're gonna have to do the old turn it off and turn it back on again. Moving again? That's so weird how it does that. Okay. Got trained by 3D platformers. Oh, we got a little Master Reglia. And Ryloth Holonet News Anchor. It's a nice little council room. Alright, Master Reglia. Look at that lightsaber! He's just holding it. Just holding it out there. That's a big lightsaber for such a little guy. He's got some hair. Greetings, young one. Are you up to date with the news? Oh, the news about what? I'm talking about current events that are taking place in the galaxy as we speak. The progress of the Telos Restoration Project, yearly Pazak tournament on Manan, the late Senate session, all of it. Well, come on. Come on. Advance. It's all being broadcasted on HoloNet News. You can access the news feed from the terminal right beside me. He's giving me some, like, Gollum vibes. Why would I want to watch the news? I'll check it out, Master. It would be wise for a Jedi to study the HoloNet News Network from time to time. The news reports might just give you a unique insight to any planet you might visit. I guess I'm reading too fast. Alright, let's listen to... Yeah, I'll watch this news. Just trying to zoom in my camera. Now listening to news broadcasts. Voice of the Republic in the other room. We're connected to Coruscant. This game's got a good... This mod is some great lore in here. Use your computer terminal to browse a range of articles regarding current events and more. What would I like to explore? Well, I guess we'll go with breaking news. Which article? Memory of the Onderonian Civil War. Let's start there. Hard topic to discuss for many. What transpired from the conclusion of that conflict affects those living within the Galactic Republic to this very day. 8 years ago, the Onderon loyalists who... Whoa, that went fast! Emerged victorious on Onderon after the defeat... Sorry. After the Queen's forces defeated General Vaklu during... Oh, I bet that's because I picked... The exile was light side. Interesting. I like that. Because if I was dark side, it would have probably just auto-picked Vaklu for me. That's cool. So this is 8 years after KOTOR 2, it seems. Sounds interesting. First year of Onderon's reconstruction, Queen Talia formed the Council of Lords and signed a pact of eternal friendship with the planet Telos to ensure the planet's cool. Due to the Paragus mining disaster of that year, Chancellor Cressa refused to directly intervene in the brief. Goodness, she goes fast, man. Cressa's reluctance to aid an ally of the Republic in their time of need is seen by many as the start of Tol Cressa's political downfall. So the Chancellor is reluctant to aid. Well, I mean, in the intro it said like the Republic's in like crippling debt. Where do you expect the money to come from at this point? What happened to Queen Talia? Alright. AC Bagel lore drop. I named my daughter Talia. Yes, because of Queen Talia. I'm not even joking. My wife liked the name. I had a Star Wars character in my heart that meant a lot. I didn't tell my wife that, the reason that I loved it so much, until after the baby came out, because I didn't want her to be like, no, you can't name the baby this just because of Star Wars. So it came out, and I was like, yes! As soon as I saw that birth certificate, and then I told her, and then I got one of the biggest eye rolls of my life. So, my dear, sweet baby Talia. True story. KOTOR announcement was hype, and Racer looks cool, but still no Mandalorian game. Yeah, it might be a while before we get that kind of thing. I loved Episode 1 Racer back in the day. Played that all the time. This one, I mean, it was like speeders. There were a lot of people were like, "There's no pod racers in here." It could be fun. I hope they allow like a build your own speeder type of thing, like maintain it in the hangar and do parts that change the appearance, rather than just having like, oh, choose from one of these 10 speeders. I want to build my pod racer and take it around the galaxy and compete in tournaments, kind of just like some of the other, racing games out there. Worth every eye roll. Exactly. Now I got decades of a little Talia. So what happened to Queen Talia? Despite that secret alliance with the Sith, not only did she emerge victorious on Onderon, but she also deployed several Onderonian military divisions to the Battle of Telos. Yeah, I remember that. That was in the game. Her reluctance to bow to the Sith aggressors and her continued patriotism for the Galactic Republic has cemented her image amongst many of the heroes of galactic history. She's a beast. During Chancellor Sin's electoral campaign, she named Talia as one of the greatest women the Republic has ever known. Cool. So I guess there's Chancellor Sin was running against Chancellor Cressa and lost? Is that what I'm understanding here? Happy ending for Queen Talia. Absolutely. What a hero. Oh, what other news? Breaking news. Alright, let's learn about the Duros. What's going on with these flankers? Third round failed again for their project. Negotiations on Alderaan were cut short as CRO Jarwan Cave has once again refused to compromise with the Corellian delegation. That seems interesting. That delegation, led by Kovac Riggers of the... Yes, I was right! Corellian Engineering Corps. Presented the 12th revision of the Corellian proposal. Goodness gracious, how am I supposed to read that? Okay, and now I'm behind on the... I can't keep up! Oh my goodness, what's happening? This is particularly indirectly calls for annexation of the Duros sector into the... Experts from the New Republic have been quick to point out the annexation of the Duros sector were deprived Duros of the representation within the Republic Senate, not since the progress. Mine disaster has the restoration project caused such an uproar within the Senate. Look at that. I got it just in time. I gotta read that fast, apparently. Mucha shaka paka. I only played Racer Revenge. Both are solid for different reasons. I like the original Racer best. Yeah, I always played the Doug character. I can't remember his name. DUG, whatever that species was. I think that's the guy with like the... He's got like the circular pod racer. Kind of like the wheel shape, like Grievous's little escape thing. That was my dude. Like the slightly more complete stats and extra racers and tracks. No read only Muchashakapaka. Alright, I got a speed read. Alright, here we go. Tell me more. In addition, Section 412 through Section 452 reveals Corellia's designs of an envisioned protectorate government which would replace the Duros' current government. Critics of the document have since used these sections to... Oh my goodness! Corellia's government has since denied these allegations in an exclusive interview. Crown Princess Senator Corellia, Oren Solo, goes on to show how Sections 123... Oh my goodness! Corellia's Minister... Finance has previously shown his economic plans for the Duros in the Senate within the last year within Duros' cooperation. He promises better employment opportunities, upgrades the station, different start. Oh man, that's whack. The total enforcement of law and order and the elimination of poverty. All right, I think I've seen enough because I can't read that in time. As far as I understood, they're trying to help with the restoration of Duros, and they're having disputes over the Corellian proposal because what the Corellians were like proposing a restructure of their government. That's as much as I got out of that. Alright, one more breaking news here. Little bro, be wise to keep up with the news. Yeah, when he said keep up with the news, he wasn't kidding. He like actually meant like this is a mental exercise. Try to keep up. It was too fast to keep up with. Disappointed. Yeah, I'm failing my trials. My Jedi Knight trials start. How fast can you read? Alright, tell me about this Tyrina disaster. Now, this is like the main plot of this mod. It's just in General Shabayev of the Republic military has confirmed to the press the Republic has officially begun its investigation into this disaster. She's like panicked. About time! About damn time! News of this investigation has been met with mixed responses from the local Corellians, even though it was Corellia's king who pushed for the Republic intervention. The Republic's help appears to have come too late for some. In the past few days, since the disaster debris have crippled the Tyrina station has rained across the surface, battering the landscape and settlements. That sucks. Of course, Commissioner Radnick said there's over 1,000 calls in the first hour alone due to the fallen debris. Currently, the death toll sits at 73k globally, with 300k more injured. That's intense. Fairly Sterling undergoing an event not seen since ancient past. Republic has witnessed the mass exodus from the settlements of Tyrina as refugees make their way to safer cities. Understandable? Tell me more. Despite the service casualties, the situation above the planet is believed to have been under control as the first responders have managed to extinguish the fires within inside the station. Roughly 73% of the Tyrina stations has been remaining intact. The missing 26% of the station and aforementioned fallen debris. It is also rumored that an external spire attached to the station was blown off of the station and has crashed in Corellia's. Oh my goodness! I failed my Jedi trials. Region, though this is unconfirmed at the present time. Let's watch something else. I mean, to be honest, I can't follow you. Wowzers! Okay, little bro. I listened to the news. Are you proud? Another time. Right now I need to reflect. Oh, he's trying to process what he heard you too. Alright, cool. I'm impressed with the mod's lore. Look at this, you got a freaking Rodian Jedi Knight? Is that a chick? Is that a chick Rodian? I think it is. Yeah? See the curve? Oh, we got meditation bro up here. Too deep in meditation to speak with you. Alright. Too deep, bro. So that's the turbo lift, so I want to explore this circle first. Is there anything else in this circle? Well, maybe not. Oh, we got a droid. Protocol droid. Greetings, sorry, you're not allowed to access the landing pad. Please depart or else I'll be forced to contact your master. That's aggressive. You don't have to escalate it so fast. Learn some customer service skills. Landing pad. The landing pad leads to a landing pad. According to the incoming vessel manifest, the current occupant is G-type light quadrant. It's my own master's landing pad. Bro just hates you. And then this guy speaks one word per minute. I mean, well, I don't have a reason to just break into my master's landing pad right now. Very well. I have no reason to. And you can cheat by looking at the map. There's nothing back here. They didn't build anything out. If I lie and get, he's gonna roast me, and he's gonna go tell my master. So we out. Beautiful fountain. Jedi Knight Twi'lek. It's gotta be around somewhere. Doesn't have to be. Protocol droid. Sorry, Master Yunlus cannot speak with you. Class is already in session. Well, check it out. I'm showing up for class. Look at this. This is cool. Look at all the little aliens. I want to learn. What's my lightsaber button? Master Akbarul, what are we going to do? How do I put it away? Will it just turn off automatically? Greetings, Padawan. I see you've recovered from your concussion. Yeah. Indeed, I have. Yo. What brings you to my class? Class? I'm teaching little younglings the nature of the living force in Padawan. Children you see belong to Clan KOTOR. Time to go, Jonio. Lie, isn't this the same clan who ate all the chew sticks last week? What? I'm not gonna throw my guys under the bus. I'm not getting them in trouble. Very well. Leave you guys to it. It's the will of the force that you are to leave us so soon, since your master is expecting. Alright, he's kicking me out. That's funny. The dialogue in this is actually not bad. Like, for a mod, I'm very impressed. You got some humor and stuff. They did a good job. None of these younglings can talk to me. Well, let's keep snooping. Padawan? Don't disturb us.
Please do not disturb us. We're revising our study notes. We won't let our masters down.
Why does this guy get a voice?
I hear Liana has passed her Jedi trials. She must be pleased by this.
Drain is looking for you, Padawan.
How does everybody know this? Drain's a blabbermouth. There he is. Hey, I need to have a word with you. We've been summoned to the council chambers. I've been told this is an important matter. Are you ready to join me? Yes, Master, let's go. Oh, we got a cutscene or something. Oh, okay. Sick. We got a Wookiee, a Quarren. Oh, is that like the actual handmaiden? Oh, and Bastila? That looks like the disciple. This is cool. Greetings, wise masters. I trust there is a reason for summoning us. You would be correct, Master Drain and young Padawan. We thank you for arriving on such short notice, though I'm afraid we have troubling news. Okay. Bro, the time the audio, the lines stay up is so inconsistent. I trust you both heard of the...
Yes.
Oh, he's...
The Tyrena space station has been crippled in what is believed to be a catastrophic accident.
He's like actually talking. I need to up the voiceover volume after this. Wow, okay. I've heard some of my fellow Padawans mention it. And I watched the freaking news.
The Corellians do not yet know the cause behind this disaster, or whether it was truly an accident. The Republic has already sent a team to Corellia to aid in their investigation.
Posto! Mi to
This was a simple accident. Tyrena Station was pivotal to Corellia's internet beginning of a sinister plot.
Puta chachoso waman! Gotishchun tarasani!
Are you suggesting that a conspiracy is at hand, Master Avadro? Indeed, Tyrena Station was the economic heart of both Corellia Run and the sector as a whole. The station's losses not only blow for the planet, but for the greater galaxy. Let us not forget about the restoration projects. Corellia is a major investor in the restoration initiatives. Should the Corellian economy fall to this disaster, this could jeopardize these projects in the near future. I'm sorry, I don't know how fast to read these. Like, some are like light speed and others stay on forever. So I gotta treat them like light speed. This one's going on forever. Did you notice those pants behind you before the council chamber? Like the spacesuit? I did see that spacesuit, yeah. Seems like they gave voice to people who will just shout out a single line as you go past, whereas the dialogue seems like a lot more complicated, I guess. Although some of the characters are voiced and some aren't. Maybe it'll get an update in the future to voice everybody or something. Theory invalid, yeah. Maybe they will. Yeah. Work in progress. I think it's... They don't have the voice lines because the character's mouths aren't moving. Interesting. If that... if that happens, the Republic would go bankrupt and collapse. Hand. This is correct, young Padawan. Tell us, how did you come to such a conclusion? I mean, it's not that hard to figure out, Master. I have been studying extra topics. I study galactic economics as part of my economics as part of my training. I understand the importance of the restoration projects. Then I trust you understand just how dire the situation is, Padawan. That's why King Bardock has requested the intervention of the Jedi in the ongoing investigation. Isn't that Corellia's king? I mean, I think that's kind of assumed. Right? Is this really a flex of my intelligence when we're on Corellia and you're referencing the Corellian projects and you say King Bardock? I mean, I feel like I have to say it anyways just because it's like my intelligence cue here, but obviously that's the king. I don't like any of the other questions, so that's the best. This is correct, Padawan. He's an old ally of the Jedi Order. Why does he want the Jedi to intervene? I mean, that's pretty obvious, too. This message, he specifically asked, train for the task. Perhaps that is a question best directed to your master. Intelligence options make you sound like an idiot. Yeah. I know King Bardock personally. I was dispatched to Corellia during the first years of his reign, back when I was just a Padawan. He knows he can rely on me to get the job done. I'm suspicious of my master. I'm just gonna say that. My efforts of both the Corellian Corsac and Republic's investigation team have little results. We would fare better. Or he's got an ulterior motive. And we can do better. I'm locked into it. I've got to say it. Motivation 100. Hand. Do not allow your own personal bias to cloud your judgment, Padawan of Fuego. That is a... Oh, shoot! Though King Bardock requested for Master Drain specifically, we have come to the unanimous conclusion that you are to go as well, Padawan. We feel that this mission to Corellia will serve as an ideal field exercise for you. That's Bastila, I assume. It's cool. They did a good job of, like, taking her model, making her look a little older. Oh, you shall leave for Corellia at your earliest convenience. You are to follow the King's direction, investigate the established crime scenes, report any leads you encounter to the Republic. Can do. I'm more sus of this King and Master seems cool. I think they're in on it together. I think they're like old buddies and they got up to trouble back in the day. Oh, he's hype! Then has been decided. My Padawan and I shall leave for Corellia. Oh, we're on freaking Coruscant this whole time? I thought we were on Corellia.
Final warning, Master Drayan and young Padawan. We advise you take caution when dealing with the locals. The populace there still harbor negative feelings about the Order.
May the Force be with us all. Oh, look at that. Oh. Oh, little music glitch there. Oh, and the cutscene blacked out the screen, apparently. Where it's my ship light speeding to Corellia, it's landing. Apparently it's using the Onderon landing cinematic from Knights of the Old Republic 2. And pulling into the hangar in the same ship from Knights of the Old Republic 2. And then, yep, look, that's so odd. Look, it's even like giving, oh, there, we're back. I don't understand that interaction, but yeah, we are on Onderon. Corellia in this. And I got my master as like my companion. Yes. What do you need, Padawan? No question mark. Statement. He's authoritative. What do you need? I think I'm injured. My freaking concussion. Very well, let's get to work and see what I can do to treat your wounds. My head hurts, Master. I just woke up out of a coma like 12 hours ago, my guy. That should do it. Thank you. That feels better. Alright, so this guy can insta-heal me. Oh, let me get a save in here. What else you got for me? I need to make use of your medical skills. What can we make? I got nothing, though. Okay, so he's like a walking workbench. He can heal me. Do you have time to meditate? Do we? Of course. We must always prepare ourselves for the times ahead, both physically and mentally. Oh, we're just... Alright, right in the hangar. I've recovered force points. I can do this anytime when no masters or no enemies are nearby. Come, let us not delay ourselves here any further. I have some questions to ask you. Questions. Very well, I shall do my best to answer them. I think I was reading... What did I say? OBS Classic has a better time with KOTOR than current OBS. Interesting. Okay. What do you know about Corellia? Well, where to start? Corellia has a long history of space exploration. The ancient Corellians charted this entire sector and built an empire to govern the thousands of planets within the corner of the galaxy. These mod makers knew their Star Wars lore. I will give them that. That's... They've been like there's nothing I'm like, ugh, lore is messed up on that. Like, they've done really well with the world building. Well, the Empire still exists. On paper, that is. The true Empire that rules this sector are all the mega corporations that control it. And the true kings are the oligarchs who run it all. See, like, the world building is very solid. He's got some sick robes on, too. Custom outfits. If they can get, like, the voice acting all up, this would be sick. The most prominent corporation with the most influence here is the CEC, Corellian Engineering Corps. They're one of the few companies entrusted by the Republic to build their fleets and supply the materials for their restoration projects. Yup, you know there's some scandalous, fraudulent activity going on there. And I think you're involved, Master. In my opinion, the growing influence of these megacorps is eroding Corellia's institutions, but nonetheless, there's nothing we can do about it. Without Corellian support, a planet like Telos and Duros will never have the chance to recover. Yeah, that's how they box you into not exposing what they're doing. CEC is giving me bad corruption vibes. Anyway, you probably don't want to listen to my ramblings. Is there something else you wanted? Never mind. Starting a new Edge of the Empire game in the new year. Should I be a Gungan assassin or a Claudite skiff tracer? Oh, that's cool. I've always wanted to play that. just any. I want to play like any Star Wars tabletop role-playing game. I would love that. Gungan Assassin is crazy. That's crazy. It's unique. Would you be like a Gungan assassin that is like that's his whole personality and he's just like countercultural, or is he like does he like use his goofiness to his advantage type of thing? Does he embrace his Gungan culture and personality, or is he like really counter? This is the shuttle you arrived in. Step away. Let's see what my master's working with. Can I take his lightsaber? I give him the force deflect thing. Take his lightsaber. I need a second one. Okay. He's pretty light. Alright, maybe my theory isn't so great. Maybe he's just a good dude and I'm throwing him under the bus for nothing. So he's just a consular heal, speed. Alright. He's level 8, I'm level 2. He's gonna shred me. And we both got green. No, you do yours too. Oh, we can't do them at the same time? Oh wow, that's interesting. I gotta put this lightsaber away before I walk out into the city. He's a clumsy. Okay, I mean, Jar Jar is supposed to be an outlier and outcast, but because of how clumsy he is, the rest of the Gungans are going to be rather serious warriors. Yeah. Though, like, the galaxy doesn't, like, perceive them as that. They think they're, like, unintelligent swamp people. Even, like, Boss Nass is, weird with the... Oh, welcome to Corellia, Padawan. For over 1,000 generations, this planet has manufactured millions of starships that are used throughout the entire galaxy. Cool, this is like a reskinned Onderon. With the recent destruction of Tyrena Station, Corellia's manufacturing prowess might be at risk. If the Republic doesn't uncover what is behind the disaster, I fear the consequences will extend far beyond Corellia. Yep. Well, that's probably Jar Jar's fault, though. He was probably the most Gungan, considering he's a Sith. The King should be expecting us. He's an old ally of the Jedi Order. I'm sure you'll find Corellia to be a sanctuary for us in our time of need.
It's been a long time since I last saw you around these parts. Welcome back to Corellia, Master Drayan.
It's good to be back. You know where we can find the King?
I do. He's been expecting your arrival for some time now. His royal guards are waiting for you outside the palace. They'll be the ones to escort you to the King's chamber. May I be of any further service?
Where can we find the palace?
Just head to the market sector, just off the port. Once there, take a left past Ezbek Hotel, and at the next left, you'll see the Royal Palace. You can't miss it. Oh, and I almost forgot. Try to avoid the strikers. They don't mean any harm, but it's easy to get lost in the crowd.
Why are they striking?
The King put a flight restriction on all non-essential vessels due to the Tyrena disaster. This sort of restriction is only ever used during military wars. The pilots aren't pleased by this. And may the Force be with you.
Thank you. Padawan, there's something I wish to discuss with you. Yes, Master? For good or ill, you're rapidly approaching your Jedi trials. On our flight here, I had a premonition. I believe there's one last topic I have yet to teach. And what is that, Master? All our missions together, I have yet to see you take the lead. As a Jedi, We're guardians of peace, bringers of justice throughout the galaxy. We can solve the galaxy's problems like no other, simply due to our command of the Force. But with great power comes great responsibility. The dark side will stop at nothing to tempt us. Consider this mission a test. A test? A test. Indeed. There will be a time where I must become one with the Force. When that time comes, you might find yourself alone. Just as I was during my exile. For the sake of our order, you must be prepared for the times ahead. During my exile? He's not... Insinuating he's the exile, isn't he? No, I pick female. I will accompany you like a companion, if you will. I'll keep my eye on the events around you and offer my word when I feel it's necessary. Whilst you're in full control of this mission, you must remember what I taught you. I want to see for myself how you choose to handle things. Fair. That's fair, my friend. He seems like a good guy. Maybe I was wrong about him. Thank you, Master. I got this in the bag, or I won't let you down. It's about time, Master. I'm ready for this. I won't let you down. Only time will tell. It's true. That's fair. They're seen as primitive, and they rarely leave Naboo, so not many out in the galaxy. Jar Jar's probably the most high-profile Gungan ever. Yeah. My thought was an assassin could use the goofy persona as a cover for their... Yeah, that's what I was thinking. For their deadly intentions. Half feeding the public consensus to be... Yeah, it's like, if you act stupid, no one's ever going to suspect you. That's just how Gungans are. Master, you'll take the lead in this mission I was directly asked to do for an old friend. Yeah. There was a scene in the book where Han tries speaking in Gungan Creole to a hotel receptionist. Gungan going, Misa Misa, and the like, and the Gungan's like, let me stop you right there, sir. What book was that? I haven't read like some of the... I'm trying to think what that would be. And that's got to be an after prequel era, like prequel release book about the OT. That doesn't sound familiar. Man, it's getting late. Shoot. I'm having a lot of fun.
Ship isn't affected by the flight restriction. You may come and go as you wish.
Okay. Oh, beautiful.
My cousin's a pilot. If he's heard the news about the home situation, then I bet he's glad to be on Tatooine.
Dude, this mod is very good. I will say that. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm very impressed. It's still like a work in progress, a little bit. And I know that they said it's only like Act 1 of 3 is out right now. And they're still making the others, but... I suspect the Jawas are waiting for the opportunity to rummage through the grounded vessels. See, like it's good. This is good stuff. Gamorrean ignores you. He might not even speak basic. Labor droid. You, be-to-do.
Move along, off-worlder.
This landing bay is closed due to the flight restriction. King's orders, move along.
Everyone's just telling me to get lost. Elrond! The elf?
All of my cargo is stuck at this port. The Corsac aren't letting any vessels leave until the Republic's investigation is complete. Say, you look like the capable type. Would you be interested in any of my cargo? My buyers on Ord Mantell aren't going to wait around for me, so I might as well make a profit whilst I'm trapped here.
I mean, show me what you have. I don't know if I have any money.
Everything you see here has been approved by Port Customs. So no need to worry about the Corsair questioning you for possessing my gear. And the prices on the items are final. No refunds.
I've got 100 credits to my name. I'm immediately drawn in by these robes. Ooh, boy! Dude is upcharging. Come on. You're going to take a dead Jedi's robe and then try and resell it for 700 credits? I can't even buy this. And this one's better, though, isn't it? I guess regenerate force point. No, just give me some stats. I would rock this robe. Look good in my orange skin, too, but even that, I don't... Look, let me go kill some people, take their money, and I'll come back one day. Deal? Deal. I mean, he's got some good stuff. I could buy some gloves. I don't need insulated gloves. Terrorist survival gloves. I like the bombardment of Darth Malik. Nice. Saves. And then skill gloves. I don't need those either. We got some nice crystals. Oh, I mean, I can understand selling crystals for thousands of credits. A robe? Come on. Look, dude. What do you think I'm made of? Lower your prices. Alright, I am going to have to do another stream. This is cool. I'm impressed. Just monitoring the strike. Alright. Next time we pick up, we're going to do exactly what we were told not to do and go talk to the strikers. This was fun. I know, yes, it's taking away from my time working on The Mandalorian. This is freaking fun. Alright, it'll give me energy and passion. So, on my non-streaming nights, I'm going to work on Mandalorian. If I feel like streaming and playing, we'll finish this mod. I was very impressed by that. That was fun having everybody here, too. Thanks, guys. It's been a while. I have missed you all. That was good stuff. I really appreciate you guys checking in and all the support. Yeah, Way of Mandalore Book 6 will be coming out soon. I will keep you updated as much as I can. And we will do another stream again. We will stream Revenge of Revan Part 2, because that was freaking cool. I'm impressed. Let me make sure I don't have anything else in the chats here. The book was Last Shot. I can't remember if I've ever read that one. I don't know if I have. Yep, definitely going to do another stream. I'd love to see more custom maps, although I assume that's difficult considering I almost never see it in KOTOR mods. Yeah, I don't know why that is. I'm not in the modding creation scene. But, yeah, I do see a lot of, like, reskin stuff. Sell your master saber for it. If I could level him up and give him the force deflect, you know? But I'd rather have 2 lightsabers than upgraded robes, so I might just take his lightsaber. He said it was your mission. You take the lead. Show initiative. Master, give me your lightsaber. I'm trying to dual wield out here. That's funny. Alright. It's late. I am going to a computer pop-up shop tomorrow for some computer parts at ridiculously low prices. It is a blessing to have that near me, so... yeah, hope I can find some good stuff. I don't really need anything. You know, if they have a 5090 at like an unbeatable price, I'm gonna be tempted, to be honest. I'm rocking a 4080 Super right now. At this pop-up shop last year, maybe it was 2 years ago, when 4090s were going for like 2,300. They had one at this place for 11, and I bought it. I couldn't resist. I was like, this is too good to be true. Good night. Enjoy the computer parts. You're jealous. You need a new GPU. don't, but you want a stupid good one. It's fun having a stupid good one. Yeah, I mean, it was like less than, it was like 45% of market value. I was like, I have to. I have no choice. So still freaking expensive, but yeah, I mean, I could sell mine, and I mean, I could sell this one for probably 800, I think, at this point. So if they got a 5090 at that same price range, like 1200, I'd sell mine, and I'd do a few $100 upgrades to get to a 5090. So anyways, yeah, wish me luck. Thanks, guys. I had a lot of fun. Hope you did too. And I will catch you in another stream. But for tonight,